Hi, my name is Natalie, and I am making a slideshow about autism because I am tired of people telling me that I do not look or act autistic even though I am autistic. Okay, here are some things. Autism is not a disease, a disorder caused by vaccines, or a curse. Autism is a developmental disorder, a spectrum, a way of thinking and processing, and not defined by functioning labels. And it is also a spectrum, which means it is different for everyone. Autism in the media and the public eye. Autistic characters are often portrayed as being cold, emotionless, rude, and heartless. This is not the case at all. Autistic characters are often ridiculously intelligent, have amazing memories, and lack social skills entirely. While some autistic people can lack social skills, not all of us have amazing memories or high IQs, and it's unfair to hold real autistic people to fictional standards. In fact, it's unfair to hold us to any standards. If an autistic person cannot do something, then they cannot do it, and stop holding them to neurotypical standards. Stop asking autistic people what's wrong with them. If you do, I will ask you what is wrong with you for being rude and noisy. Organizations like Autism Speaks claim to speak for autistic people, but they really speak for people who don't like autistic people and view it as a disease that needs to be cured. Okay, here are some autistic behaviors. There's a popular belief that autistic people do not generally share observations or experiences with others, which is a massive oversimplification of something that is way more complex. Autistic people usually either do one of two things: they infodump, which means that they share a lot of information on a particular subject. These subjects are known as special interests, which I will get into more later what my special interests are, or that they will feel uncomfortable sharing things and will not share them. Generally, autistic people want to communicate with other people, but they have trouble with it. Another thing, autistic people have difficulty understanding jokes, figures of speech, difficulty reading facial expressions and body language. They have difficulty understanding the rules of conversation, social skills deficits, and difficulty understanding group interactions. Speaking for me, generally I have trouble understanding sarcasm. I can read facial expressions, but not like I wasn't born with the ability to do it. Like I had to go online and find all these different websites, and I had to study it for a couple of years, and I still have a lot of trouble with it, with facial expressions and stuff. I do not understand how to have a conversation. I mean, like, I understand like what you're supposed to say, but I don't understand why or what the point of it is. I do have a lot of social skill problems. I don't know how to talk to people or have conversations without them being one-sided. And I have difficulty understanding group interactions, and I usually get left out of a group. Now, this is my autism. It's not the same for everyone, so I'm just speaking on a personal level here. Most of the time, autistic people want to be social, but they don't really know how. Autistic people are not emotionless or unsympathetic. Most of the times, they can understand emotions pretty well, but they might have trouble verbalizing that or expressing it. Now I want to talk about my favorite topic, special interests, and hopefully I won't just go on a tangent or an info dump, as I was talking earlier about one of my special interests. Okay, I have a lot of special interests, and here they are. Plants, in specific, succulents, cacti, stuff like that. I have an obsession with cacti. On my nightstand next to me, I have 20 different cacti crammed in a tiny little pot. And I love them very much. I've actually named them all, and I won't go over that now because it's kind of weird, but you will see a picture of them in the slideshow. Other strange things that are my special interest: history, specifically 2 time periods. English history from exactly the years 1520 to 1546, and English history from exactly the years 1900 to 1925. I don't know why they're so specific. I can't explain it. There is no explanation. I just love those time periods, and I have spent several months researching each of them and learning every single fact I can find out about them, and I love them so much. More things I'm obsessed with. Horror movies. I am ridiculously obsessed with horror movies. I want to be a cinematographer, which is another thing I'm obsessed with, cinematography and photography. And so I obsessively watch horror movies. I watch usually about 5 new ones a day. I watch bad ones, I watch good ones, I watch foreign ones without subtitles and ones with subtitles. And I just read reviews and look up lists, and I'm completely obsessed with horror movies. I don't like gore or anything like that. I like psychological horror movies specifically. If you're curious, my favorite horror movie is The Babadook, and I will not start talking about that because I will never stop ever. Okay, other things I like. I really like crime and detective shows, specifically Murder, She Wrote, Midsummer Murders, and Sherlock. Anyway, this has been a short video about me and my autism. I hope that now you have a broader understanding of what it is actually like to have autism, and you won't support organizations like Autism Speaks, and you will, be nice to autistic people for not being able to do things. So thank you, and have a good day.